What's up, guys? Today we are inside of Swordburst 2 because, as you can see, they have a new Easter update. I know that I'm sort of late to this, but I wanted to do a video on all the drops, and I was getting really bad luck. So yeah, that's why we're a few days late. So I apologize for that. But today I'm going to show you guys all the drops from the egg event and how to get to the egg event, obviously, because some people are a little bit confused on that. So basically what you want to do is you want to go to floor 4 right here, and then you want to go over to this hill right here, and in the middle will be a hole. Just walk down here and you'll get teleported to the floor. Now, I will say that this is a great place for grinding levels and getting rare and legendary crystals. So I suggest that you grind here. This guy down here says, anyone got spare flower daggers? That's a little bit of a sneak peek. So yeah. But so well, now we're here. So you might be wondering, where's the boss? Well, there's technically not a boss. There's mini bosses, but there's not a boss. So you kind of want to grind the mini bosses. So as you can see, the crystal and gem guys are back. These were from the Christmas update, if you guys didn't know that. But yeah, so these guys are back. You can get rare crystals and legendary crystals out of them, which is why I say that this is a good place. But they're actually the hard way to get the crystals. So I suggest that you don't pay much attention to these guys. If you have spare time, then I guess you can kill some of them, but it's better to focus on the mini bosses as they have a way higher chance of dropping crystals. So yeah, if you see that guy over there with the tongue and he has egg, just egg, that is the mini boss. So there's a bunch of them that spawn around here. They spawn behind the fences right here, and they give you a few drops. So they give you rare crystals, they give you legendary crystals, and they also give you some other stuff. So I got 54 rare crystals and 13 legendary crystals from this because, like I said, I was getting terrible luck and I kept getting crystals over and over. So yeah, I was here for quite a while. But you can get them pretty quick. I only grinded the event for like 1 to 3 hours per day. So, and it took me 3 days. So it's like 3 to 9 hours to gather that. So you could get a lot more a lot faster. But yeah, so there's the mini boss. We're gonna go down here so we can take him out. As you can see, there's a lot of people here. I'm not sure. Like I'm 99% sure that what I'm about to say is right, but I'm not positive. The boss is hit based, I'm pretty sure. So you're going to want to basically just get out a long sword, or if you don't really have too many long swords, and by long swords I don't mean like the swords that you can hold in one hand and then duel with. I mean like swords that are long. Like for example, the Oblivion, or well, I'm in the wrong spot. The Oblivion or the Kusa, these are really helpful. If you don't have them, then just take a sword with the highest critical, even though I don't think that will really change anything. Just try to look at your inventory and get the longest sword that you have. For me it's the Kusanagi because I don't have the Oblivion and I don't have the World Slayer, so rip. So I'm trying to get the World Slayer. But yeah. So you're gonna want to get the longest sword that you have, so that way you can easily take him down from a far range. You could just walk up to him and do a little bit more damage. It really depends on what you like to do. But yeah, there's going to usually be like 1 or 2 spots where a bunch of people are gathered, just AFK grinding. So yeah, I suggest that you go over there with them. But now we're going to hop into the drops. So we're gonna start with the uncommons and then go up. There is 4 drops, if I remember correctly, and you guys already see 2 of them. One of them is cluttering my inventory so much because I kept getting them, and I got really annoyed by it. So yeah, I'm probably just going to get rid of those. But yeah, the first weapon is the Leaf Blade Katana. Now this sword looks like it was going to be inside of floor 4, but it didn't make it apparently. So yeah, rip, rip Leaf Blade. But yeah, at least he's back for this event. Now for some reason it's rated an uncommon, but I got the legendary from this floor first. So I don't really know how that works. It took me multiple days to get this, whereas the legendary took me less than an hour, so that was kind of surprising. So yeah, this is the drop rate for this is currently bugged, or they just set it really low for some reason. But yeah, either way, it's really hard to get right now. So, if you try to buy one of these, they're probably going to be going up for a really big amount. So just keep that in mind. But now we're going to move on to the Egg Smasher Longsword. And it says it's a longsword, but it's actually a great sword. So I think that's a bug. Because as you can see, it says it has the animation for the great sword, and it only has equipped right, therefore I can't duel with it, which long swords can. So I don't know why this is called a great sword, but yeah, it's a pretty good sword for you guys if you just started the game. For me, it's kind of bad because I have way better swords than this. So yeah, it does 250 damage, and it has a 12% critical. I should probably mention the stats of the Leaf Blade. It has a 260 damage and a 15 critical. So yeah, surprisingly, one of the uncommons in this update is better than the rares. So don't really know how that works, but okay. So yeah, it's a pretty cool sword. Now we're going to move on to the second rare sword, and then we have the Legends. So this is the Bloodstone sword rapier. So it has a 12% critical and does 300 damage. Now, if you guys want to use this over the Leaf Blade, that's your decision. I would probably use this over the Leaf Blade since it does more damage, and I could probably kill enemies a lot faster with this. But it's really up to you, because like the only reason that this is a choice is because this has a lower critical than the Leaf. So while it has a higher damage, you're not going to get criticals as much. So that's why I say that it's a choice rather than, yeah, definitely Bloodstone's better. But yeah, so that's the Bloodstone sword, and now we're going to move on to the legendaries, which are the Flower Dagger. I don't know why they put Dagger twice. But yeah, these are pretty short swords, so I wouldn't really use these too much. I mean, they have a really good damage of but I have to get to the swords actually. Where are they? Oh, there they are. They have a critical of 12 and then a damage of 902. So that's pretty good. But they're kind of short, so you can't really hit too easily with them. But yeah, so that's the flower katana. But the thing that makes up for the range is that they have additional status boosts. So I don't really know why they put these in for these, but they also have an 8% health regeneration and a 10% stamina regeneration. So yeah, these can help you gain stamina and health a lot faster. So that's pretty cool. I already have the tree ability though, so I don't really need to gain stamina, and they're adding a new skill, I think, and it might be doing healing. And so if it does, I don't need the healing boost. And even if it doesn't, I have a pretty decent armor, so I don't take much damage unless I'm on floor 11. But yeah, so those are all the swords in the update. Like I said, you can get a lot of legendary and rare crystals from this. Also, by the way, I started with like 2 rare crystals and no legendary crystals. So like that's 52 rare crystals. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I wouldn't really suggest using these flower daggers unless you want the ability, like the stats, or unless you don't have a better sword. Which, if you don't have a better sword, I understand why you'd use them. But for me, I have the Max Oathkeeper. So, well, I don't think it gives status boosts. I could be wrong, but, well, yeah, so it doesn't give status boosts, but like I said, I don't really need the status boosts, so that's why I'm going to use the max oath, and because it does, like, 2,000 more damage, 2,600-ish, so yeah, so, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, or you want some more Roblox Swordburst 2, and everybody, peace out.